All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyline Commons. Been a week since we've played here at, actually 2 weeks since we played here. Last week we played our All-Star game in Home Run Derby. I want to first say congratulations to Joshua Miller on his Home Run Derby victory 3 times, and Ryan Mell on his All-Star MP, which is probably first time.
Yeah.
So your commissioner and vice commissioner here winning the 2 awards last week. Real quick before we move on to anything else, how do you feel? We didn't really get to talk too much about your MVP. You played really well, 2 innings played, no runs against, and you got a pretty good high homage percentage.
I allowed, I believe, 1 walk. It felt good. I wanted a shared part of that home run derby. I was pitching for almost everybody out there, I feel. It was good to put out 2 solid innings, which if you watch any of the Assault games, I'm good for about 2 innings. There's 1 inning in there that usually goes wrong, so it's a good thing I didn't have to pitch a 3rd. But it was a super fun time playing under lights. I think the only, and I think everybody really liked it. The only quarrel I think I heard is maybe we need to start maybe an hour sooner or something.
Yeah, start a little bit sooner. Might probably be a thing for next year.
But overall, I think everybody really enjoyed it. It was a good time. Hopefully we can do something like that again next year. We get some more people. We had a good turnout of just fans, people who don't even play in the league come out and watch. So hopefully we can get some more people out there and have a good time.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the fun. We're going to the second half here. Yep. Typically, we should have had Rangers, Pirates. Their schedule kind of conflicted with ours, so we moved them. They'll be later in the year, so we'll still get that awesome matchup. But we still do have our Marauders and Assault for the first time ever. This is the last new matchup of the year, so I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's really going to go. The Marauders are going down to 3 players. Luckily for them, it's probably one of the 3 better players. Yeah. Your team, all 4 of your guys are here, which is awesome. You got new jerseys.
The jerseys debuted today.
Yep.
Technically, you got a sneak peek at the All-Star game.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's super exciting for that. This is the time of the year, man. 2 teams have 2 games left, or 2 sets of games left. The other 4 teams have 3. Yep. We're getting close to the end of the year here, so this is the time where you gotta lock down. Hey, what are we doing for playoffs? Yep. What's the lineup? Who's pitching 2 games? Because you can't go in the playoffs going, we'll see who pitches game 1. You gotta have that down. Yep. They gotta be pitching 2 games, maybe pitching back to back if they don't want to, just because hey, what can I do? Because not only for playoffs, you gotta look at the championship. It's the best of 5. Yep. So you gotta be able to pitch. There's probably at least a game or 2 you're gonna pitch back to back there. So, what's your thoughts on kind of the side of the strategy?
As far as the Assault go, I think we pretty much have our identity on what we're doing. Marauders being a new team, they're still trying to figure out. Last I knew, they're going to let all 3. They might let all 3 of their guys pitch today and get that final trial run here. The Musketeers, they got 3 solid pitchers that they have. I don't think that any one of them has outshined the other, at least at this point. I could be wrong. I have to go back and look, but I think they're all pretty similar caliber here. So it really comes down to which 2 are going to be the most consistent.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think if you're looking at the future, it's definitely Dalton. Out of all the pitchers they have right now, it's Dalton. Unfortunately, I said the Mars won't have Camden, and they also won't have Jackson again. Unfortunately, that's something that's been a really big hit to this team also this year, is the fact that their number 1 pick, well, not number 1 overall, like their number 1 overall pick hasn't really showed up, which is, you can't really account for that.
That's happened to the Pirates how many years now,
Yep, it's part of the game. It's unfortunate, but something you have to deal with. Like you said, he's a great player. He plays baseball. He's a young kid. He's only going to get better. It's unfortunate. I think if he was playing all year, he'd be their number 1. Amazing, and you would have a number 1 Jackson, number 2 Dalton, and maybe a really solid team with 2 guys that can back up and come in and save games. They would have a really deep lineup, both hitting and pitching. It's not the way it is. It's unfortunate, but hey, never makes playoffs. So at the end of the day, maybe Jackson comes back to playoffs, and it doesn't matter. So.
We'll see here. The Marauders, they got the first win in their last 6, did they not? So they could be starting to string some things together, get some momentum before playoffs. So
we've talked about they've looked better every single week, and finally last week they put together a great game that end up in a win. I think they're definitely going to win a lot more games than the last 3 over the first 4. So, but looking at you guys have been really solid. I think we've talked about this beforehand. Just real quick before we end off here is I think you guys should be kind of happy. I think at the beginning of the year, if you asked me, I would have said, hey, Noah's probably going 500 on the mound, which he has, which is solid. But you've also gone 500. So like, I think that no one probably gets that. Even though I think you're a lot better pitcher than people give like credit for. But you know, things happen. I think you guys should be pretty happy at 66 right now. You win this series, that's 87. That's over 500. You play them again, and then you also play. So like, I think you guys probably have the second easiest schedule going into the last half of the year. So that's kind of nice for you guys to get a little above 500. Only team that probably has the easier schedule is probably the Providence because they play us twice. Yeah, they play. Yeah, no, I think they're better together. The same thing, but yeah, that's really it. Other than playoffs. So, but still, maybe even schedules. But you know, whatever. These two teams have probably the easy schedules going forward.
Yeah, the goal at the beginning of the year was to try to stay 500 or a little bit better for our team. Losing a number one pitcher, that really hurt. I didn't really pitch a lot last year, so I wasn't sure how that was going to go. But coming back into the rotation there, so we're doing the best that we can, and it's turning out all right. So
like I said, at the end of the day, we all say to everybody, everyone makes playoffs. So hey, it's just the regular season's about figuring out what your team can do to have a little bit of fun. So. But yeah, we'll go to series predictions. Let's go to the first pitch here. Obviously, you're going to say 2-1. At least 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Assault.
I don't know. Let's get a little bit different here. I'll go 2-1 Marauders. And just we'll see what happens. One of us got to be wrong. So, all right. Well, we'll see you for pitch one of the Marauders and the Assault.
Caught it. I might have broke every bone my body landed.
We've got Dalton on the mound here for the Marauders in game one of the series. Julian is leading off, and that's going to be popped up on the first pitch. Michael will range in for that. That's absolutely hammered from Ryan. That's a home run. Just got a hold of that slider. I don't know if I've seen Ryan hit a ball that hard in a while. Missing just outside here for Dalton. That'll be a walk for Noah. Count. Gets a hold of it. Michael does not get it, but it will stay in. Noah's gonna get the two safely. Top of the fence there. Missing inside speed, or hitting inside, I'm sorry. Speed is good. That's an out. Missing low. It's up walking Ryan. No. Loaded, 2 outs. Missing outside. I think he tried to put a little extra on that and ended up missing outside. Can the Assault get more here? Roped over the wall. That is a grand slam for Kevin. That will get them to mercy. And some well-hit balls here from the Assault, getting them off to a huge start. The sun comes out here in the bottom of the first. It has been raining all morning, and you best believe it's humid. Try and get some pitches, 58.
Out there.
There you go, Tony.
Hold him there.
Michael.
I think that would be faster, right?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I think that's the walk. Noah is clinical here.
Good. It's going the same way every time.
Yeah. Like that. Gets the out at 2. Will get Dalton before he can get on the base here and saves himself some runs. We're going to the top of 2 here, where we see if the Assault can add more damage. Starting off the top of the second here, we've got Julian Burton for the Assault. Dalton's still on the mound here, which I believe is absolutely the correct decision. Slider gets him to 2s. Gets him swinging on the next one. Little outsider. Break. And as I say that, Ryan takes his walk, goes over to first. Nice slider. That sat in the zone the whole way. And he will get him swinging on a nice slider. Sped that up a little bit. That'll be 3 outs here. Dalton gets out of this one with no damage. And as I said, I do think it's the correct decision to keep him out there. Bottom of 2 here. Leadoff is gonna be a Dalton Hallman. Still on the bump, got no meter. Leaves it up there. Won't make the same mistake twice, takes his base.
There's not good people there, but like as far as like just like going to the grocery store is just so terrible.
Hits one up towards right. Julian's not gonna have a play available to him. Everybody is safe. Fouled into the zone. Loaded. Michael Miller up to bat. Ropes one. It's gonna fall. Not quite over the fence. Tony gets in. Dalton's gonna play it safe.
Hey, back to one, back to one, back to one. There's a runner on one. Tag it.
You have a ghost runner. Missing.
Out at one.
Gets home.
You go to third. Person on third.
That's 1 and 2. Swinging on an inside one, just barely here. Noah's gonna get out. Limit the damage. Get out of the confusion. We will go to the top of 3. All right, we're at the top of 3 here. The score is 6-2 for the Assault, and the Julian's gonna get a hold of that. That almost ends up fair. 1 and 2 the count here. Another pop-up. Dalton's calling it. He reels it in for the first out. Again, just didn't quite do it. Popped up another one right back to Dalton. That'll be 2 outs here for the Assault. Hold. He's gonna get the walk. Oh my gosh, a bullet right back to Dalton. He misses the overthrow. They will get second and third. Man, Dalton almost had that. I wonder what that came off the bat at. 2 and 2 is the count here for Julian. Gets him at the top of the zone. Gets out of there. Marauders are fighting that original 6 runs. Dalton has kept it there the rest of this game. They need to get 4 to tie, 5 to take it. Bottom of the 3rd here, the rally call for the Marauders. Dalton is going to lead off. Hits a nice ground ball. That's going to get over the foul line, and he is cleanly there. Action. Hits that one, popped up. Kevin's going to be under it. Dalton has to get back to first here.
No, that's my goal.
That ropes it up center. Julian's not going to quite get there in time. Dalton is safe.
All right. Good.
It's gonna drop out of nowhere. That thing just fell. Swamp over the fence. That came off the bat like a rocket. That is 3 of the 4 runs they need here. Huge hit for Michael.
Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, still got a lead. There we go.
Perfect speed. Noah's gonna get him out of there right on the 60 and take Tony. Came real close at the end. Marauders almost coming back 5-6. But the Assault will take game 1. Top of 2 here. We've got Michael leading off. Ryan's gonna pitch. That's gonna be a foul ball.
I haven't threw one of those in a while.
Walking Michael here. Rocket shot. That's a no-doubter from Tony. Absolute nuke. Marauders are going to take an early lead here, 2 runs. Next up to bat, we've got Dalton.
It's not even a real one.
It's a hot day. Everybody is doing the running they need to, and that is it. Here's the count. That's going to sit on the line. That ends up fair, I think. That'll be an out going to 2-1.
You can play, Ryan.
Swing and a miss. It'll be the second out there for Ryan.
Ryan.
Inside you can get here. Gets him swinging on a slider. Starts it in the same place and it just falls out of the zone. Good pitch from Ryan to only allow 2 here. Going to the bottom of 1. See where the Assault can put some damage up. Great pitch. That's a strikeout. 1-2's the count still. Gets a hold of it, but it will be a catch here for Dumas.
Josh, they wouldn't cry.
That's a hit. Dumas there again. He is everywhere in left field today. Gets him out, no damage, no problem. Top of 2, here we go.
Left field, directly left field.
Top of 2 here, leading off of the Marauders. We've got Dalton Hallman almost off the... Nice pitch on the bottom. Ryan's gonna get the first out here for the Assault. Was the count here for Michael? He's got to defend now. And he's gonna go down swinging here. Gets him in a... Leaves it. Great at bat here from number 8, Dumas. Gets a walk and gets on base. Roped. Julian's gonna stop it. He does get the out on Dumas. That'll be 3 outs here. Great peg from the right fielder. The rookie, Julian, gets him out of there, limits the damage. We'll see if the Assault can put up some here in the second. All right, here we've got Kevin Cooper leading off for the Assault. Michael Miller still on the bump for the Marauders. A great hit here all the way to the fence. Gonna end up a single here for Kev. Swinging. On first. That is roped. Will it get over? No.
I used heavy bat, I would have got it. God damn it.
He's gonna hit one up towards third base. Everyone's safe here. Good spot for that hit, absolutely. Gets him swinging. Great placed pitch, honestly. Just breaking out away from the left-hander. Good strikeout for the 3rd out here. Top 3 here. Michael is leading off for the Marauders. He's gonna take a nice inside. Knows it's gonna be a strike. Just leaking back into the strike zone. Gotta swing. Gets the out. Ropes it. Gonna fall. Kevin not quite able to get that before it hits the ground. That'll be a single for Tony. 0. Hits it, leaks over right field. That looks like it missed to me. That'll be safe at 2. Another single here for the Marauders. Just barely drop ball misses on that outside corner. That'll be a walk. Hits it, leaks over, gets the out at home. That'll be 2 outs. Hits it, pops it up. Ryan's under it, and he will limit the damage here. Way to get those outs once he loaded the bases. See if they can cause some damage now. Gets a hit right over the line. He's there. Just barely misses. I mean, less than an inch off that pipe.
It felt like it.
Roped here for Noah, right to Doom as they will bobble it, unfortunately. Probably would have had the timing on Julian, but just not able to quite catch that from Dalton on 2. Gets him in the top corner. Gets him on another great slider. Michael really pitched a great game today. Knew where to put his spots, throwing lots and lots of really great pitches. The Marauders take their second game here, and we will see in this last game who takes the series.
All right, here we go. Game 3 of the Assault Marauders in a grudge match here. Game 3. Assault win game 1 6-5. Marauders win game 2 2-0. And fly ball. And that's a base hit for Julian. Fly ball. And it's gone. Second home run by Ryan Mail. This might be his career high in home runs. I think he's at 3. But that is 2-0. Swing, miss, 1 out.
That's all right, man.
Out, going to first. Swing and a miss, but the Assault will go up 2-0 going into the bottom of 1. And that's base hit for Michael Miller. Yep. Fly ball over Kevin. That is a fair ball and safe. Right over Noah's head. Swing and a miss. That'll be out number 1 for the inning. Up next, we got Michael Miller.
Watch out.
Safe. All right, we got bases loaded here. Fly ball.
Call it.
And Dalton does not tag up on an obvious. That might cost him the game. We have 2 outs. And he will get the force out at home, and we get out of the first inning with no runs against. We go to top of 2, 2-0 Assault. All right, here we go. Top of 2 Assault, up 2-0 on a pretty close game still. He's going to out at 1. Ball walk. We got our first man on this inning. Up next be Kevin Cooper. Swing on 2 nasty pitches by Michael Miller. Strike down in the bottom part. That was amazing pitching by Michael in that inning. Giving the walk to Noah, but taking 3 strikeouts in a row. All right, we go to the bottom of 2, where the Assault lead 2-0. Michael Miller will be up to bat. No meter still on the mound. Strike at the bottom corner. Out number 1 for the inning. Fly ball, and it's Kevin's ball for out number 2.
Good stuff. Hey, way to talk.
Ball. Walk.
I wanted it though.
Strike down the middle. Out. Number 2. 3. I thought it was 3. And we go to the top of 3. All right, here we go. Top of 3. I saw up 2-0 on a close game. Montgomery was looking to shut them out this inning. Back to the pitcher, past him. Safe, going to first. And a nice base hit there by Noah as well. Swings on a high one, 1 out. Dude, that was a double play.
No, there's 2 outs.
No, there's
Hold on, I didn't see what happened. I looked down.
I think it's 3 outs there now. We go to the bottom of 3. Here we go, bottom of 3. The Marauders will need 2 to tie, 3 to win in this rubber match. Fly ball right back to Noah. He catches that one, and that'll be out number 1 for the inning. Fair ball, looks like. Swings on another inside pitch, and he gives away the at-bat. That's 2 outs for Noah. And that's a fair ball. And another base hit there for Tony. Back to Noah. Throws, he misses him. Out of play, 1 base, 1 base. 1 base. And that will make it a 2-1 game where Michael Miller will go up to bat. Can he be the hero? We have Noah with the pitch. Down the middle, fly ball. Kevin catches it for out number 3, and that was just enough away from being a home run, and Kevin gets it, secures out number 3. The Assault win game 3, 2-1 in an absolute banger of a series. Up next, we will have the handshake line. All right, here we go, lineup. It's our handshakes for a good series. Amazing series by these men. Every game close as we like it, and that was an awesome series to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll see you for our end game, which we will have Ryan Mail and myself, and we'll see about the player of the game. Everyone, welcome back to our end game of the Assault and the Marauders. First time matchup, absolute banger. Do we have a full 3 teams in our division? Are all 3 of these teams just gonna be like, hey, we're all 1-0, like close games? Is that what our division is gonna be no matter what?
The Marauders are fitting right in with the Shotgun with Ball West division here. You know, every single game close. And I guess technically they are a division rival. You know, we'll see them one more time this year. I mean, that was one of the most fun series I think I've played in my whole time here. That was very good.
I don't know what it was about it. I don't know if it was the first time matchup, but like even just watching it, I was like, that might have been the most fun series I've watched all year.
I mean, have we seen the return of Michael Miller on the mound? I mean, some are saying he really killed it that first game, and even in that second game he pitched. It wasn't too bad. He gave up 2 runs that second game.
I think for most pitchers in the league, if you said, hey, are you only ever gonna if you could only ever give up 2 runs every single game, you'd probably be pretty happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, awesome, man. I mean, like I said, 2-1 to the Assault, but like I thought it could have gone. Every game could have gone either way.
Oh yeah.
I think 2 out of 3. Actually, all 3 games came down to the last batter because first game it was the Assault or the Musketeers, the Marauders were down by a run. They had bases loaded, 2 outs, and they got out. Game 2, you guys were down 2-0, but you had bases loaded. I think 1 out, and you did have the last 2 outs there. And then that last game, we have man on the second and third, well hit ball, and Kevin, which that's where his position is, catches the ball and gets the out there. awesome. That puts the Assault at 8-7, which is a winning record right now. And then obviously the Marauders aren't that high, but still, like I said, like they're
stringing together wins.
They're starting to get wins, and then even their losses, they say, hey, let's look back at it. Inning 1 in that game. Tony hits a fly ball in the right field, and Dalton's on third. He doesn't tag up on the pretty tag up. I said that might have cost them the game. That would have been a tie game if people got that. So I think this team is just it's really hard to win games when you have a lot of rookies and guys that just don't know the minute things to baseball or with the ball.
And not even that, or not just that, but it's very hot. You're with a 3-man rotation. You're always doing something. So that does kind of cloud the thinking a little bit. So you're fighting the fatigue as well when you're running a 3-man lineup.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me, if I had to give one advice to the Marauders, I mean, not that they really need them because they've been in a lot of close games, but I think just talk to them. No one's communicating. No one's saying, hey, this is what we're doing. I need you to be here. We need more communication. I think you do a very good job. You don't do it very loud, but you do talk to your guys like, hey, this is what we're doing. I think that's very important as a team owner. They say, hey, like, you're the guy to look up to. You're the guy saying, hey, this is what we're doing. Even if it might not be the correct thing or it doesn't work out, there's a plan. I think that's very important. But yeah, we'll go to player of the series, which we'll go with Ryan Mail, who gets 2 home runs. I think it's the first time he's ever had more than 1 home run in a series. Did you have a home run all this year?
No, those were my first 2.
Okay, I was gonna say I think three might be you think 2 is your high career.
Probably.
So, I mean, speaking on your team, obviously Kevin was great. Julian looked pretty good out there.
He was getting better every single game. We worked with him on some on his placement of his hands on the bat, and I think that really helped. Noah did a great job on the mound in both games that he pitched. Obviously, we won both of those.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty good about my pitching today. I gave up that 2-run shot, but after that, it was I didn't give up any more. So
again, so we said to Michael, we said to you, if you could go into every game and say you're just going to give 2 runs every game.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, obviously you don't want to give up any runs, but also like if your team can't score you 3 runs, that's kind of on you. So. I mean, awesome series. I couldn't have asked for a better series on a really nice day, actually. It ended up being super nice. Obviously, it's a little hot, but I mean, we're in July, so like you can't really say else. But next series we will have is I think the Musketeers and the Marauders are playing, and then also the Rangers and the Liberty.
Yes.
So I think we'll have both those series. Another 2 should be great series. Should be. We'll see. But we're getting close to the end of the year here. I don't know if this series really secured anything. I think that might have secured the Marauders as the 6th. I could be wrong, but I think they might not be able to catch up to you or the special delivery. I'll have to double check that. But for you guys, that puts you guys back in the mix. If that series win there, you have the special delivery at 6-9, so you obviously got them right now. But then you have the Rangers and Pirates are only 2 or 3 games ahead of you, and then obviously the Musketeers 4. I think the Musketeers might be a little bit out of reach only because they have 2 series wins. But even getting, I mean, unfortunately, also give a look at this way too, that you guys can't get the 2nd seed because you're not in that division. Yep. But you guys at least get the 3rd seed, which puts you at playing the 6th. Yep. I think that 3rd seed is going to be very important this year.
That matchup.
To get that matchup there. But all right, well,
You told us on a very human day.
Let's have fun. In 2 weeks, when we play again, we play the Pirates coming up. So, everything that we took today positive, we're going to try to use that and help us face a very good football team here soon. So,
all right, well, I guess that'll be the end of our series today. We'll see you for next time. Have a good day.